3, 4. Well, I was going to do a video about putting these paddle tires on, but it ain't going to work. So I'm going to put a tail light on and then address the running issues. So I don't think the spark plug is the issue. It's almost like the float is hanging up potentially. Because look at the schmoo coming out of that vent tube. That ain't supposed to be like that. Of course, I did flip it over. But I want to do these top O-rings and stuff too, so because it's pretty leaky down there. Team zip tie. This was my old tail light, 2 LEDs. And they finally blew out. I don't know if that thing is overcharging or something. And some wood tick put Scotch locks on there last time. That was me. That was me. But I, made this, zip tied those two together with some double stick tape, and it's so solid. But I'll probably just clip and clip because I got plenty of wire. And strip and strip, solder the new one on. We'll go from there. Maybe even put some bullet. I don't know if I got any bullets or not, but maybe I can get them out of there. Not with them welded together with whatever I put in there for schmoo. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to, that one's broke right there anyways. I'm gonna have to clip back here above the trouble spot. Yeah, that was a good ride it had. This is my new one. I'll probably just have some longer screws in here with some washers and then just zip tie that to hang it how the other one was. Really don't have many other options. Because this thing, it's got to be grounded. This is your power, I would imagine. And then it's just grounded. So I'll just put my green grounded. I can't use this unless it's screwed to the body. You gotta be careful with this exhaust pipe, it's so brittle. Okay, this is my idea. And I don't know how far out I can come on them, but wrap zip ties and then that'll go to my existing mounts here. Then I'm just gonna butt connect that to the, looks like green is positive, but I'm gonna do a quick run through on this just to make sure. And I don't necessarily know how. We'll go, I figured green was positive up there. And then if it lights, that's all that matters. The only thing is this thing ain't idling worth a shit right now. God damn it. I don't think it's idling any better in here. Like as soon as you let off the gas. If I remember right, the carburetors don't come off super easy on this thing. And I just rebuilt this carburetor not too long ago. Well, last year. And it's normal for me to jump back and forth from one spot to the next because I'm not going to sit here and have to try to babysit this thing idling. It normally idles perfectly all the time, so I'm going to take the airbox loose so that I can get it that wasn't in there very tight. There's only a washer on one of them for some reason. Yeah, I think this is going to make the most sense. That all looks correct. I mean, the clamp is literally spinning on there. And there isn't but 2 turns before it comes out of the nut on the backside. Did I take the bigger one off maybe last time? Anyway, it works at this point. You know, whatever exhaust tape I used on this thing last time really did a good job. It's still all there. Because I went through different renditions of that too on this thing. Because what happened was this middle pipe was all rusted out and I made a new one and cobbled it all together. And nothing was the same size as it should be. And look what I found. Still can't get that fucker out. I mean, we're never going to get that thing back on there, so. But yeah, there she is. I think it's like a 20-something millimeter, 22. We'll have to get the bench cleared off and get it up there. Choke is working correctly. And there is some dirt down in there. But to me it feels like, well, and this float is non-adjustable. See, it's a plastic float. There's no I'm not seeing anything. See how brand new this thing was? I mean, I just rebuilt this thing. But if it'd be rich, nothing's plugged. Unless it's this idle circuit. Let me see where I'm at with that. I did richen it just a fuzz to try it. Okay, so half, 1, half, 2, 2 1/4. Now this is a fuel, because if this is in the bike, air filter's on this side. Some carburetors have a screw on this side. That would be an air screw because it's on the air side. This screw is on the past the float, right? So it's got to be a fuel screw. So I guess what I can try doing, I'm also going to check, like I said, I'm going to check the valves on this thing, and I found both an O-ring and a other valve cover to try. We'll get them cleaned up and check that all out. But yeah, I'm not seeing anything super significant here. I thought maybe if the float was full of fuel, where it didn't float anymore, and but then it would be running out of the bottom. So yeah, I'm just gonna go 1 1/2 on this. Half, half, 1 1/2. Okay, so that's like almost quite a bit leaner than it was. I don't know what would have changed, why this thing would have, you know, if it was plugged, it would be running lean, which means the choke would have made it feel or run better. But the choke made it run worse. Yeah, I mean, that's your pilot jet. That's the one that normally plugs. I am going to spray through these. But that wouldn't be running rich then. That wouldn't be running rich if there was stuff caught in there. It would be running leaner. And I'm not saying that the valves are causing it to run rich. I'm saying that the valves could cause a running issue like that. Make it seem like it's running rich. So yeah, I'm just going to go back on with this thing. I don't think that... Did you guys make sure that that O-ring was in there right? Best be. I have to remember to tighten this clamp too, because it's probably not even lined up anymore because I was twisting around on this son of a bitch. Maybe I'll just leave it until I get it in there. So yeah, I don't know why that thing just all of a sudden starts running really rich and crappy. Probably blown up. It's like that green one. And these don't have to be tight. I mean, people try to over tighten and they're hard as hell to get out. So on to step 9, I'm gonna, I suppose, check the valves.